One morning, you wake up and you don't feel like that 20-year-old stud anymore. The one who used to float around women like a butterfly, light, confident, unstoppable. Remember those days? You'd open your eyes and know the day was going to be good. Energy in your body, excitement in your chest, that firm sense of, I'm in my prime. I'm a man. I've got this. But over time, something starts to shift. Now you stand in front of the mirror. Everything looks fine, maybe, but something's off. That inner engine that used to roar with just a thought now sputters. The lightness, the strength, the fire, it's faded, replaced by tension, fatigue, doubt. If you felt that, brother, you're not alone. And I'm not here to sell you a fantasy. My name is Dr. Tom Hanson. I spent 35 years as a physician, working with thousands of men just like you. I've seen the patterns. I've listened to the stories. And I've lived some of it myself. Here's what I learned. Most men don't need more pills. They need understanding. They need clarity. They need someone to speak the truth without shame or judgment. We're not machines. We're not supposed to feel like superheroes every day. But that doesn't mean we can't feel strong again. And that's why I'm here, to help you remember who you are. Not with hype, not with chemicals, but with simple, natural wisdom that's been buried under years of stress, silence, and self-neglect. You deserve to feel alive again. Desired, capable, confident. It doesn't matter if you're 50, 60, or 70, because masculinity isn't a number. It's a feeling inside your body, and we can get that back. Let's talk honestly, my friend. There's a problem that almost every man over 50 faces. Nobody talks about it. Most feel ashamed. Some just live with it for years. But it slowly eats away at your health from the inside out. I'm talking about constipation. Yeah, that one. When your belly feels like a rock. When going to the bathroom feels like a punishment. When you don't feel light or free anymore. And if you're thinking, well, I'm just getting older. It's no big deal. Let me tell you straight. It is a big deal. Constipation is one of the most common problems for men over 50. But very few understand how serious the consequences can be. And it's not just about weak erections, though that's one of the direct results. Let me tell you about a man. Let's call him Mike. He's 61, a retired carpenter, hands like shovels, still chops his own firewood. But lately, he's been feeling off. His stomach's bloated, heavy every day, and going to the bathroom feels like a job. And most of all, his erection? Weak, sometimes completely gone. He blames stress, aging, even his wife. But when we had a real talk, and I looked at his overall health, the biggest red flag wasn't what he expected. It was his gut. When your intestines don't work right, your whole body suffers. Especially down there. Let me explain why. When you're constipated, your digestive system slows down like a jammed engine. Pressure builds up inside. Your pelvic floor muscles stay tense. The nerves that control arousal get compressed. And blood flow to your most important areas? It gets weaker. And without proper blood flow, no rise is going to happen. But that's not all. Constipation poisons your system from the inside. Waste and toxins that should be leaving your body daily start staying inside. They circulate in your bloodstream, messing with your hormones, lowering your testosterone, dragging down your mood, and draining your energy. It causes inflammation throughout your body, especially in the gut and lower organs. It's a slow, silent inflammation that stops your system from working as it should. And all this time, you're just thinking, maybe I didn't eat enough fiber. Constipation messes with your sleep, your energy, your focus, and in the end, your masculinity. No wonder after a couple weeks of gut trouble, you feel off, uncertain, and lose interest in intimacy. You stop feeling like yourself, not because you're getting older, but because there's a blockage inside you. Literally, over the years, I've listened to hundreds of men tell their stories. Some complained of stomach issues, some about losing desire. Others simply said, "Doc, I don't feel like myself anymore." And when we dug deeper, again and again, the root of it all was sitting right there in the gut. At the center of the problem? Constipation. But here's the truth, constipation isn't just old age. It's not destiny. It's a signal, a sign that your body is overloaded, that it's been neglected, and now it's calling out for help. So let's break it down. Why does constipation happen so often in men over 50? First, your diet. For decades, you've eaten what's convenient, not what's necessary. Meat, bread, fried food, fast bites. But where are the vegetables? The grains? The greens and seeds? That's fiber, nature's broom. Without it, your system slows down. Food sticks. Your gut becomes a traffic jam. Your digestive system isn't a drain pipe. It needs gentle, daily cleaning from the inside. Second, water. Most men over 50 are dehydrated. Not because they live in the desert, but because they drink coffee, tea, alcohol, but not enough pure water. Without real hydration, your body pulls water from wherever it can, including your colon. That makes your stool dry and hard. And suddenly, the bathroom feels like a construction zone. Third, lack of movement. Maybe you've retired, or you sit at a desk most of the day. When you don't move, your gut stops moving too. It's like a lazy river, no paddling, no flow. Your intestines become sluggish, slow, and passive. Your body wants motion to stay alive. Fourth, stress. Most people don't know this, but your gut and your brain are best friends. Inside your belly is a second nervous system, the gut-brain axis. If your mind is tense, your gut tightens too. Anxiety, worry, irritation, they all echo inside your digestive system, making things lock up. Fifth, medications. Blood pressure pills, painkillers, sleep aids, many of them slow down your bowels. Most men don't read the side effects. They just wonder why their stomach feels stuck every day. And lastly, the habit of holding it in. Yep, you read that right. How many times have you felt the urge to go, but ignored it? Not now. I'll go later. I'm busy. But your gut is like a kid. If you keep ignoring its signals, it stops calling. And soon, you don't feel the urge at all, even though everything inside is backed up. So no, you're not broken. You've just drifted off course. And here's the good news. We can find the way back. It starts with awareness, with understanding. Your body has served you for decades. Now, it's time to return the favor. And now, I want to hear from you. Leave a comment below. Have you struggled with this? Did any of this sound familiar? You'd be surprised how many men feel the same but stay silent. But here, we speak freely. No shame, no judgment. Just honest conversation, man to man. All right, now it's time to figure out how we fight this problem. Constipation isn't just an occasional annoyance. It's your body's cry for help. The good news? The solutions are simple, natural, reliable, and they work, even if you're 50, 60, or 70 years old. When a man comes to me with complaints, a heavy gut, no energy, no morning drive, he usually expects me to hand over a bottle of pills. Something fast. But I tell him this. You're not broken. Your body just needs to remember how to be strong again. So let's start with 3 simple steps. This is the foundation. Every one of my patients begins here, and so can you. 1. Food is fuel. If you're filling your tank with junk, don't be surprised when the engine stalls. Want your gut to start working like it used to? Give it what it craves, fiber. I'm not talking about fancy superfoods. I'm talking about real food. Steamed or baked vegetables, leafy greens, lentils, beans, whole grain bread, apples, berries, pears, nuts and seeds. Imagine your gut has little janitors inside. Fiber is their broom. It keeps everything moving, soft, clean. No force, no pain, just a smooth, regular rhythm. Start small, add some veggies to dinner. Swap white bread for whole grain. Replace meat once or twice a week with beans. You'll be surprised how fast your body responds. 2. Water is the lubricant. Most men over 50 are secretly dehydrated. Not because they live in the desert, but because they drink coffee, tea, or alcohol instead of real, clean water. Without enough water, your gut dries up. Your stool hardens. Everything inside slows down and strains. Here's the fix. Drink more water. At least 1.5 to 2 liters per day. Sip it in small amounts throughout the day, not all at once. And here's a powerful tip. Warm water with lemon first thing in the morning. It gently wakes up your digestive system, stimulates your liver, and starts things moving. 1 glass, and your body gets the message. Let's go. 3. Movement is the motor. Your gut is a lazy creature. If you sit all day, it sits too. No movement, no action. But you don't need to run marathons. Just walk for 20 to 30 minutes a day. A simple walk after dinner. A short stroll to the store. It makes a huge difference. Add a little light stretching in the morning, some gentle twists, breathing into your belly. That's like giving your intestines a mini massage from the inside. You're literally telling your body, wake up and move. That's it. No pills. No stress. No complicated rules. Food, water, movement. 3 simple steps that can completely transform how you feel. In the next part, we'll talk about 2 more powerful tools, natural foods that act like gentle cleansers, and how to retrain your body's internal rhythm so you go regularly, easily, and without stress. But for now, start with these three. Want to help yourself and others? Leave a comment. Which of these will you try first? Or maybe you already have something that works. Share it. Your experience could make a big difference for another man. All right, my friend. We've already taken the first steps. You now know how food, water, and movement can kickstart your gut. But there are still two powerful tools I want to show you. They're simple, natural, and if you bring them into your life, you won't just fix your digestion. You'll feel lighter, more energized, and with that comes something we all want back: confidence. 4. Natural allies. You won't believe it, but some of the best gut healers are sitting right there in your local grocery store. Here are my top picks. Flax seeds, an underrated gem. Just soak a tablespoon in a glass of water overnight and drink it in the morning. It soothes, softens, and gets things moving. Dried prunes and apricots, nature's clockwork. Eat 4 to 5 before bed or in the morning. Just make sure they're natural, without added sugar or preservatives. Olive oil, 1 tablespoon on an empty stomach in the morning or before bed. It lubricates your insides and helps everything move smoothly. Fermented foods, kefir, plain yogurt, sauerkraut, packed with good bacteria that wake up your gut flora. And when your gut flora is thriving, your digestion follows. These aren't folktales, they work. I've seen it over and over with my patients. And here's the beautiful part: the benefit isn't just in your gut. Once waste starts leaving your body, life returns. Energy, mood, even desire. 5. Your body's natural rhythm. Your body works like a clock. But when you've ignored its signals for years, it gets confused, especially your gut. And what your gut loves most is routine. Ever notice how little kids go like clockwork? That's because their internal rhythm hasn't been broken yet. But adults? We delay, rush, ignore the signs. And the gut gets off track. Here's what I recommend. Choose the same time every day where you can sit calmly and allow yourself to go. Mornings after warm water, or evenings after dinner. Don't rush. Relax. Don't force it. Just sit for 5 to 10 minutes in peace. Even if nothing happens, you're training the habit. Your body will remember. Never ignore the urge. When your body says it's time to go, every time you delay it, your internal rhythm slips further off course. Give it a week or two. You'll feel your body starting to remember how to flow. No pressure. No strain. Just ease and regularity. My friend, you've already done more than most men. You made the decision to understand what's happening in your body. And that choice, that curiosity, is the first step to change. Just remember this. You're not old. You're not broken. You're just a little forgotten. But now, you're coming back. And I'm proud of you. You've done a lot already. You changed your diet. You started drinking water. You got moving, just like I suggested. You've tried flax seeds, prunes, kefir. You gave your body a real chance to remember how to work on its own. But sometimes, even after all those steps, nothing changes. Your stomach still feels heavy, there are no urges, and going to the bathroom is still a struggle. And I'll tell you straight, man to man, sometimes we have to turn to medicine. Yeah, we try to avoid it as much as possible. But when things get bad, it's better to give your body a push than to let it suffer in silence. The safest and gentlest method I recommend to my patients is suppositories. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, a little pill up the backside might not sound very manly. But trust me, what's less manly is sitting on the toilet, sweating and straining while everything inside you feels like stone. Suppositories work fast. They don't go through your liver. They don't upset your stomach. They just do the job. They gently stimulate the lower intestine and help things move. No pain, no struggle. But here's something very important you need to understand. Red circle, you can't become dependent on suppositories. If you use them too often, your body gets lazy. It says, okay, I guess I don't need to do this myself anymore. And then, you're stuck. You can't go without them. Your gut forgets how to function on its own. That's why I recommend this. Use suppositories only in emergencies, when it's been several days and you just can't go. No more than once or twice a week, max. After using one, keep working on the natural methods. The goal is to get your body working again, not to rely on quick fixes. There are other pharmacy options: drops, pills, syrups. But they often come with side effects: cramping, pain, stomach irritation, messed up gut bacteria. Personally, I'll always choose suppositories: minimal risk, reliable results. Just remember, brother, we're not just treating constipation, we're rebuilding you. And if that means using medicine once in a while, that's not weakness. That's wisdom. All right, brother. We've come a long way. You learned where constipation comes from. You saw how it affects your energy, your mood, and your manhood. You found out how simple habits, food, water, movement, routine, and natural helpers can restore your body. You even learned when it's okay to use medicine carefully and only when needed. And now comes the most important part, feeling the change. When your gut finally starts working the way it should, you start to feel alive again. There's a lightness in your body. Your head gets clearer. The irritability fades. The sluggishness lifts. And most importantly, your interest in life and in women comes back. You might wake up one morning and realize, wait, he's working again. And I'm not talking about pills or gimmicks. I'm talking about your own body waking up naturally because the blockage inside is gone. Blood flows again. Your prostate relaxes. Your hormones come back into balance. You feel that your monster in the underwear is starting to stir. You feel like a man again, not just on paper, but in your body, your bones, your soul. And no, it's not like when you were 20, but it's real. It's steady, and it's yours. You're back in control, back in your power, and that gives you strength, confidence, real masculine energy. That's the whole story. You're not getting old, you're getting restored. You're not weak. You just finally gave your body what it was asking for. And believe me, there's so much more ahead than you thought. So don't stop. Don't go back to old habits. Keep going. Lock in what you've started and enjoy what comes next. You did it, and I'm proud of you. If this helped you, drop a comment below and tell me which part hit home for you. And if you want more real, no-nonsense health videos for men over 50, hit that subscribe button. This is a space for men. No fluff. No shame. Just straight talk that works.